Right now we're going to be looking at reflections. So this is telling me that I'm going to be reflecting across y equals 3. So the first thing I want to do is find where y is 3. So here my y is 1, 2, and here it is 3. So I'm actually going to be reflecting across this line, which means if I have a point down here, it's actually going to come up across this line, and if I have a point up at the top, it's going to rotate down. So it's like reflecting, it's kind of rotating around this line. I think about it flipping around this line. So if I take this H point right here, it is located one block, 1 unit above my line of reflection. So I'm going to reflect it 1 block below. And this is going to be called H prime. Then my D is located right here, and that is 2 blocks below my line of reflection. So I'm going to go 2 blocks above my line of reflection right here and call this one D prime. And then I have Z here, which is 2 blocks above, so I'm going to go 2 blocks below for Z prime. Then I connect all of these dots here, and I have my new shape that has been reflected. Now, if we want to actually come up with the function for this reflection, we need to use some math. Now remember, this is where y equals 3, and I know that I'm going to get a reflection when I make one of my terms the inverse, in other words, negative. So this is going to be x comma, and if I had something on my y here, I want to flip it, so I would have to have a negative y. Now I'm going to need a term right here that makes it flip around y is 3, and I just double it. So it would be 6 minus y is going to make this work. And if you want to confirm that this is true, we can test it out on some dots. So right here, this dot is located at -1, -1, and then it's up 1, 2, 3, 4, so -1 comma 4, and it's going to flip to be at -1 comma 2. And I just want to double check and make sure that that actually works in my equation here. So if I started off with -1 comma 4, when I plug it into this equation here, excuse me, this should have been, this one would still be -1 here, and then I have 6 minus my 4 here. This does in fact give me -1 comma 2. So I know that my transformation did actually work, and this is the function. So if you want to make a note, a hint to yourself, this term right here, this one, half of it, half of this term is the line of reflection. So half of 6 is in fact 3, and that's why I reflect across 3. I hope that helps.